Hurry, this sale won't last forever.
Burr is the word this morning. The coldest so far this season. Temperatures dipping down into the low 20s. We will show you those in just a moment. We'll also travel overseas. Outside, 46 degrees under clear skies, and got a report from a buddy of mine named Glenn up in the Bennett Valley area of Santa Rosa. He says he has light rain up there. 18 is the dew point. Very dry. Humidity 31%. Wind west-northwest 4. Pressure taking a tumble. 30.03. No rain in the last 24 hours. We should be adding to this. Let's go over to Italy. The Bari region, B-A-R-I, is that correct? They also picked up snow. Great news for the skiers, but they can't get to the slopes. Hey, where have we heard that before? Major snowstorm hitting parts of Italy. Bring it back. Take a look at some of our low temperatures this morning. Ashley Chapman in Los Altos, 22 degrees. Bob Marr, Boulder Creek, 23. He was still 32 at noon with frost out on the deck. Morgan Hill, Terry Nelson checking in along with Woodside at 24, even Stockton. And Livermore, 25, and Vallejo, cold over there, 26 degrees. Other areas, most interest to yourself, the coastal vicinities, the 30s. Half Moon Bay, 32 degrees. Santa Cruz, 27. Fremont, 28. And San Jose, that's cold for us, being the heat island that we are, at 29 degrees. How about the high temperatures? I think this is the first time in recent memory, but Half Moon Bay is the warmest. A little northeasterly wind today, 58 degrees. San Rafael, Concord, influenced by a northern system, only in at the 40s. San Jose, 51. And Gilroy, we left you on Friday with a high of 47. Today, a high of 47. Today, 51 and 29 for San Jose. Normal, 55 and 38 for the season. Almost 6.5 inches of rain, and normal is 5 and 38 100ths. So observers, Woodside, Portola Valley, the hot spots, if you can call it that, the mid-50s. Los Altos, 50. Boulder Creek and Morgan Hill, though, the best they could do on the highs, were in at the 40s. What's going on? We have some higher clouds drifting off to Southern California and Central California, and then an Arctic system dropping down, influencing parts of Washington, Oregon, and also extreme Northern California. 2/3 of an inch in Crescent City and a half inch of rain in Eureka, who's lagging behind everybody else in the state and rainfall totals. What's going to happen? Here's the big analysis. What should happen, and I'm going to hang my hat on it because I think it is going to happen even though it doesn't appear so. See all these higher clouds racing out of the tropical system? But in the last few frames, you can start to see colder air and a low is going to start forming right off Cape Mendocino within the next day or two, and that's going to take the bulk of this moisture and send it east-northeastward. The bullseye should be around Big Sur, but it'll start south and start drawing it northward. And see how these clouds have been suppressed to the south? So tonight, we see clear skies, and if any of this rain moves in overnight and clouds us up, the possibility of a little freezing drizzle is there. I don't think so, but it's possible. Fair and cold for the South Bay, light rain in the North Bay, maybe down to San Rafael and Concord tonight. We have two different air masses here influencing us. I think they will come together, but I don't think anything heavy will be here until Tuesday night into Wednesday. This could be a serious situation for the Santa Cruz Mountains, the coastal areas, southwest-facing areas.
All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed for those folks. We'll take the rain. All right, our Monday look at people in the news takes on a charitable note tonight. Ginger Rogers will be making her favorite charity, $50,000 richer. The former screen dancer won a settlement from a Northern California greeting card company, which used a picture of her dancing with Fred Astaire without her permission. The settlement called for the company to donate the money to a charity of Rogers' choice. Showing a fistful of dollars, world heavyweight champion Riddick Bowe purchased the first block of available tickets for his February 6th title defense at Madison Square Garden against Michael Dokes. A hometown hero, Bowe personally gave the tickets to New York area kids. He says he hopes to be a role model to all young kids. And one of the legendary voices of sports is dead. Johnny Most, who called Boston Celtics games for almost 40 years, died of a heart attack at a Cape Cod hospital. He was 69. He had had a number of health problems in recent years. Most gravelly voice was one of the most distinctive in all of sports. And we welcome back Robert Bronstein from, well, this is a guy, if you want to plan a Tahoe ski vacation, don't call this guy.
Yeah, don't call me. I was shoveling for 3 days.
And how much did you ski?
None. Coming up, why the Warriors were a cut above the Rockets, two major college stars deciding to enter the draft, and the 49ers get set for the Redskins. They know it won't be easy.
Took the call and I said, come on down. We're open late every night. We got him started with a payment plan that was in his budget.
These people at Sentinel are on our side. Call them.
Richmond, 763-3131. San Leandro, 351-5300. South Bay, 964-5100.
Eventually be better than Ewing or Dikembe Mutombo, former Georgetown star. For three.
I'm Judd Bushler. The Golden State Warriors recognize the importance of high school sports, and so does the Northern California Mazda Dealers Association. That's why for every three-point shot made by the Warriors during an Action 36 televised game, Northern California Mazda Dealers will make a contribution to the Warriors for High School Sports Fund. The Warriors in Action 36 thank the Northern California Mazda Dealers for their efforts to help save high school sports in the Bay Area.
With television, it's more cost-effective to reach more people other than radio or newspaper. Yeah, we started with one store and grew to 8 locations in a very short time. KICU helped us to reach the entire Bay Area, Monterey, and Sacramento Valley.
Action 36 KICU Television can help your business. Call the KICU Sales Department, 408-298-3636.
Back to work for the Niners as they prepare for Saturday's playoff matchup with the Redskins. The last time these two teams played was 2 years ago in the playoffs.
They went in saying, hey, we're not going to be an uptight football team. We're going to, wheel and deal a little bit, and it certainly paid off for them. And it's a pretty good approach when you kind of just get into the playoffs. I think they were very wise in the way they handled that, and they freed their players up to play and have a good time, and so they'll be like playing defending world champion.
Steve, this season. Not a bad premier season for Bill Walsh and his coaching staff full of former 49ers. The team finished up with a 10-win season for the first one.
Well, hopefully, we can recruit those athletes that qualify academically and have, the athletic ability that, have been looking at other schools like a Notre Dame and a Michigan. Hopefully, we're in the ballpark now to say, hey, we got a pretty good football program going on here, which they have had, and we want one again, and, you should give us a look.
This year's NFL Draft has a whole new look after today. Washington State quarterback Drew Bledsoe announcing he'll college football. Marvin Jones, the Florida linebacker, is the winner of this season's Butkus and Lombardi Awards. Cal's Sean Dawkins will announce his decision tomorrow. Look for him also to go into the draft. The biggest attraction in hockey is ready to come back and play. Wayne Gretzky, figure skating superstar Katarina Witt has decided to try and compete in the 1994 Olympics to work. Sort of a sign of the times Saturday night at the Warriors game. Houston center Akeem Olajuwon has a cut on his left elbow with some blood exposed. A Warrior trainer spots the wound and starts yelling he has blood on him. Of course, the team would love to get Olajuwon off the court, so Tim Hardaway comes over, points it out, and Olajuwon left the game for a full 3 minutes. And so a cut on the elbow, the NBA's new rule because of the HIV virus.
Right.
You got to get him off the court and stop the bleeding and cover it before the player can come back in. The strategy there, the Warriors got him off the court for 3 minutes and made a run after he left the game. Interesting.
All right. Thank you, Robert. Welcome back.
Thank you, Robert. And we'll be right back and find out what to do with all the roses left from the Rose Parade.
And coming up tonight on Prime News at 11, the legacy of a young girl who lost her battle with leukemia 1 year ago and lives on in the fight to save others from the disease.
Mrs. Carver in San Jose just learned to fly. John Sanders in Hayward just improved his game. And the Rosa kids just resurfaced from an underwater adventure. All in their living rooms. All on cable TV for the Bay Area. There's selective programming for those who are selective with their time. There's culture from many cultures. Lessons to be learned. Intriguing documentaries, movie classics, local politics, and more. Right now, get cable installed for only $9.95 and experience them all. We guarantee you'll like what you see, or you'll get your money back. Call 1-800-230-CABLE and get cable installed for only $9.95 with a money-back guarantee. What else can you pay so little for and get so much out of? Call 1-800-230-CABLE now.
Whoopee! Whoopee plus one. No sidekick. Delivering straight line. Whoopee! Whoopee plus one. No house band. Cutting it on talk time. Whoopee! Whoopee plus one. Plus what? Plus who? Plus the best one. The right one. The ones you want to hear from. Plus Whoopee. Whoopee plus one. Conversation with the ones you want to see. No plug-in. Whoopee's book. The wannabe. It's Whoopee. Whoopee plus one. 'Cause one gets his best. The Whoopi Goldberg Show.
Now for a check on tomorrow morning's commute, here's Joyce Jefferson.
Well, Linda, Caltrans will be doing some maintenance work in the Webster Tube tonight. That connects Oakland to Alameda. The tube will be shut down from 9:30 until 4:30 tomorrow morning. And tomorrow, 2 lanes of southbound 880 will be shut down in San Leandro at Davis for repair work. Today, that closure had traffic backed up through Oakland. Big rigs will be allowed to use eastbound 580 as an alternate route. Back to you, Pete.
Thanks, Joyce. In case you've spent the first couple of days of the new year asking yourself, where do all the roses go after the Rose Parade? Well, we've got answers, too. FTD will recycle the roses from floats to create potpourri for the benefit of the Children's Miracle Network. The product will feature actual rose petals and floral products from as many as 9 floats. The potpourri will be available in February for $10 retail.
And that money's going to go to charity.
That's right. That's the whole point of the undertaking, so it's a good deal. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Steve's carnation is not going to go to charity that they gave him for the forecasting the Rose Parade, but he'll deal with that. He can get over that. That's it for us tonight.
See you at 11.
Hi, this is Fred Savage, and you're watching Action 36, KICU TV, home of the Wonder Years, weeknights at 10.
You know, it's one of the problems I hear so many times. You read articles about pretty girls, real pretty girls, say, well, no one ever asked me out. Have you ever been afraid to ask a pretty girl out?
Yeah, a couple times. You know, you think they're just so beautiful.
We're down.